All right, we're coming back, folks. Caden back here with y'all, and then we got a new face with us. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Kelvin. I am the 2024 Eternal Weekend Legacy Champion. I horrifically scrubbed out of the main event, so now I'm here to join you and yap about some vintage.
Well, so what did you play today, and tell me how it went wrong.
I was playing the clown car because it was broken. I gotta at least try it before it gets banned. Hopefully gets restricted. And I just didn't work out. Lost some die rolls, ran some interaction, bricked off some tops, just like vintage things. Got turned one by Doomsday. That was unfortunate. I don't really have many moves against that. And played a few mirrors. So
Wow.
That's my day went.
All right, so this matchup, so we got Connor Clark, and he's on Bug Luris against Will Schweinsberg on Mono White Initiative. We've already had Will on camera earlier, but this should be a good one. Both of the undefeateds that were still left, they ended up drawing. So I'm just going to try to get the screen updated. We got Will on the right here.
Yeah. So MWI versus Bug. So these are both kind of the counter card decks running into each other at the top tables. That definitely says something what the meta is of this tournament.
They came prepared, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting matchup because Bug certainly has game, but they really do not really want to play against the initiative deck. They do have removal, but their best cards, Frog and maybe Deathrite Shaman, are not very good against Clarion Conqueror. Where's declared? But yeah.
All right, so it looks like we have Mulligan coming in from Will's side. Connor ended up keeping 7.
Yeah. Both players is mainly looking for a fast creature, but a lot of dead hate cards in Will's deck. A lot of the Void Mirrors and the Chalice, and then the
collectors as well that aren't necessarily great.
Exactly. So it's going to be 3/3s versus Psychic Frog. That's how this matchup usually goes. And let's see.
And if this match ends up finishing quickly, or if we end up going to some sideboard games on our backup match, we got Brandon Watson against Justin. I am actually level 1, who's been in the booth a couple of times. So we have a good backup match.
Yeah, I think that's the Raker Mirror.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, if you want, we can swap over and just see them roll the dice, and that's the whole match right there.
That's the game.
Yeah, so we can watch the backup match really fast, see who wins.
Yeah, because it looks like the initiative player is still power shuffling.
Yeah.
We'll see how they're.
Yeah.
Looks like Brandon's resolved.
I mean, this rate of shuffling looks like the backup match may conclude game 1 before we see a card cast in the main match.
Yeah, funny enough, today, every time the main match that I have on the screen finishes and we go over to check the other match, they're already going off to the same game as well. Yeah. Or they're finished with their match.
Yeah. I know a lot of times in the Raker Mirror, you don't have to make them play it out. There's you know when you're dead.
Looks like the Buck Luris player also mulliganed on our side. So we got mulligans on both sides over there.
Makes sense.
So Car.
Yeah. Okay. Car. Let's see. What's left?
Axiom Probe. 2 lands. Ring.
And I think that is the Doom Castle, or whatever that card's called.
Yeah, Castle Doom.
Castle Doom, the kind of anti-Null-Rod tech. Not a great hand from Brandon. Like the One Ring is generally pretty solid at making sure you don't get card, but you do have to kind of proactively win. Looks like a workshop from Justin.
Top. And
Key.
Key.
Go.
Wow.
All
right.
Floating.
Yeah, it's for the Void Mirror tag.
Yeah. Castle Doom. Ring. Mana floating.
Our Buglerus player still having a mulligan over there.
Yeah, and it looks like the car is a 4/4. It may not make 4/4 for us right now, but we're gonna chunk
It's
it.
at least going to get in there
Yeah.
and make it to where the next time the card turns out 4/4s, it'll be lethal.
Oh, top.
It looks like a Sensei Divine top.
Yep.
Coming in for 4.
Yeah, it's backup planned. Not getting a great look at Justin's hand. Let's see if he proxies. There's probably more workshops or potentially a city of traders. Got 5 mana here, 1 floating, and
The one
Justin's
is his own.
yeah, it's not. Look, it looks like Justin's not very much in the driver's seat. He's safe from the car, and it doesn't look like Brandon's got much going on his side. And Justin's about to go draw 3 cards here and be really
Get a recall off of it.
Yeah, start really pulling ahead. So these are the kind of spots in the Raker Mirror. If you're under a ring, like the only real way to win the game is you have to have your Karn or your Time Vault.
Right.
It's the only way you can get through ring protection.
Right. So it does look like our mulligans on our main match are finally finished. So let's take a look and see how that's looking.
Oh, yeah. It's a good start for Bug. One of the 3 Moxes right in the opener.
So let's see. Bug kept 6 and Initiative kept 7. They said really long shuffles.
Yeah. Okay.
Death Ray Shaman.
It's a good start for the Bug deck. Getting ahead on mana and making sure you're not going to get wastelanded. You really just don't want to see an Initiative creature or a Clarion Conqueror at the start. Okay.
Yeah, Clarion Conqueror would actually be kind of
Plains.
rough. Oh, just plains go.
Plains go.
And this is a keep 7.
It's keep 7. And there must either know the matchup or have like a follow-up Ancient Tomb into Initiative creature for this keep to make sense. This is probably not a hand you would keep in the dark, so you should probably does know that what Connor's on. Yeah. Probably a Hedge Maze sliding in on the end step. Yep.
I mean, so the Luris is revealed, so I don't know if that helps anything to know, like, the different Luris matchups, whether this hand would be better to keep or not.
Yeah, because it is different because, again, it's like combo Luris. The initiative that, like, almost doesn't matter. But Fair Luris, White Plume's like almost your best card in the matchup.
Right. Yeah, because Fatal Push is like their best out against you.
Yeah, Fatal Push, and then the Bug, I assume there is some Abrupt Decays as well. 2 mana is not exactly what you want, but not having to trigger Revolt and still answer a White Plume is good. Yeah. So let's keep. I would have to assume there is either a turn 2 White Plume or a turn 2 Seasoned Dungeoneer.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, I don't need a second one of those. I think Hunter is really looking for either ways to draw cards, Fatal Push. Forcible may still be live at this point because there's no Cavern of Souls. But it really just wants to just jam a Psychic Frog here.
Yeah, it looks like that's probably what's going to happen. Exile this Misty Rainforest.
Yep.
And, Skimmer. Yep.
Yep.
Which unfortunately it doesn't say the Misty Rainforest leave.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a good one in this matchup when they're...
You got a Cavern?
Flies.
And a Thalia.
I have not seen a Thalia kicking around for a while.
So Magic Cavern is going to name human, so it'll be good for Thalia, and it'll be good for Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Yeah, Seasoned Dungeoneer, and then also Anointed Peacekeeper. So
right.
And then the flip land as well. So those are all generally all the humans MWI plays. So let's try to get a look at Connor's hand. I think I see a Forceful at the top of the hand. Take you to think.
So while he's thinking, why don't you tell everybody where you're from and how you got into the Legacy Vintage?
Oh, yeah. So I am originally from Seattle.
Okay.
And we have a really good community that generally plays at Card Kingdom, now known as Mox Boarding House. And I started playing because keeping up with Standard got a little bit tiresome, so I wanted to just play the fun, eternal, powerful cards I was playing online in Vintage Cube. So ended up picking up Legacy about 10-ish, 11 years ago, and have not really looked back since.
Gotcha. So Card Kingdom, that's the one that has the website and has a YouTube channel. Or...
Yes.
So how come none of those guys came out? None of the big shots.
Oh, I mean,
Or none of them vintage fans.
So yeah, they used to have a stream, but now everyone's old, so most of them have kids and have jobs. So we always have a crew. Usually have like 6 or 7 of us all go to Eternal Weekend. They
Gotcha.
didn't make it out for summer. Too busy barbecuing and hanging out with their kids.
Sure.
Okay. Can't get a great look. It looks like there's a Chromox at the top of the hand. A few other foils, some alternate arts. Looks like a second cavern. I think generally the second one usually names cleric.
Yeah, so that he hits the orc.
Yeah, for the orc, because sometimes against other matchups you see Archon or Dragon, but Dragon for a Clarion Conqueror should be pretty good in this spot. But I think it's a little bit too late for Archon of Emeria.
I'm guessing how small the paper is. It's going to be orc. Nope, maybe it's naming Archon.
Maybe it is naming, but this also thing is possible that it's just letting the Archon just be counterable. I think Connor would be pretty happy with his position here. There's no initiative taken and no 3/3s. See white border card, possibly Time Walk. It looks like. Oh, the abrupt decay.
Sure.
Very solid answer, and yeah,
Bayou coming in.
Bayou now gets to start eating some removal spells or deploying a Psychic Frog to start drawing cards with the Skimmer, getting in there. Yep. Draw a card.
I'm pretty sure it says your graveyard.
Your graveyard. Oh yeah, no, it's 8 his opponent's card. 8 the Archon to gain some life instead of draining and drawing.
Yeah, interesting choice. Probably just like a misread.
Or it's a misread, or for clocking purposes. But I think at 14, the initiative player's life total is stable enough. Looks like the main deck Damping Sphere is just drawn from the initiative side. Really not for this matchup. And nope. Definitely a testament to how dominant Carr has been at this event. Okay. That doesn't look like the most powerful draw from the mono white side. A few dead cards. Let's see, at least 1 Chromox and 1 Damping Sphere. Chromox. Let's see what goes under. Can't quite tell what that one is. Cavern? Third
wow,
cavern?
3 caverns.
3 caverns, yeah.
One of these are certainly named Orc.
Yeah.
One of them certainly named Orc or Cleric.
It's a white plume. It's a white plume under the Mox.
Can't be countered.
And there's a second one.
Of course, we got the bigger Undercity that they gave out for the commander parties.
Oh yeah. So you're in the secret entrance. Damping Sphere. Not sure I would really deploy a Damping Sphere. I would like to probably keep the second Orc, because then you get to start really turboing through the dungeon. And
I'm not so sure I would have pitched the second white plume.
Yeah, and then this Damping Sphere is basically a dead card at this point. I don't think Connor is going to be tapping its Larian Academy and Mishra's Workshop or doing any sort of storming. Just pass back.
Let's see what Connor has.
I see at least 1 white border card. I assume it's either. I think that's probably going to be another dual land. It could be a piece of power as well. But I think we would have
windmilled it.
Yeah, windmilled it. Well, definitely if it was a Mox. But I think Time Walk would make sense to have sandbagged. But I think Recall or most other pieces of power would hit the stack as soon as they were drawn. Time Walk. Oh yeah, Connor's really pulling ahead from this position. It gets to get in for 2, take the initiative, draw a card from the Deathwitch Shaman, eating his dude, and start really turboing through the dungeon. He gets to get in for 2 here, take the initiative, and then Forge. Now he's in for 6, and Will under a lot of pressure, going to a
Going down to 12.
yeah, go down 12 and take 4 and 6 next turn. So he's almost on a 1 turn clock.
Unless the life total dies, just start being used again.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. Okay, looks like we got an update. Yeah, there he goes. Goes to 12. He's going to take 4 at the very least next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, usually these bugs decks don't play any basics. They're kind of just shuffling for vibes, taking his trigger, just double checking that it did not in fact register a basic island. Yeah, Forge, yeah, we got a 4/4 flyer. Yeah, the 4th toughness is extremely relevant because most of the initiative creatures are all three power.
Right.
Cards, pausing, thinking about best way to end this game.
So I would probably just lead off with like exiling by abrupt decay
Yeah,
and like deal 2 to you.
yeah. Take a look, see what I
Yeah.
draw.
It looks like he agrees.
Yeah. Removal spell probably seals it, but I don't think Connor needs much help. He's very ahead at this point in the game.
Come in for 4. Puts him down to 6. Actually, he's got a really healthy life total. It's not like he's in any kind of danger.
Yeah, and I think those probably best draw is probably like a Source of Plowshares or something similar, but Connor's just had a force in his hand this entire game that's really not played at all against these triple caverns.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so he's double checking what the caverns are naming. I think I see a couple underground seas, force of will. So that's probably a second Death Ray Shaman. Yep, makes sense.
So this would be the 3rd copy that we've seen because he'd been to one earlier.
Yeah, been one.
Wasteland on one of the wasteland on one of the caverns.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the one naming Archon, because then Connor's assessment is like, oh, he's dead on board without a flyer, so he's really just trying to compress the game. Because that is another planes. As not what you want to draw at this stage of the game. Really just need creatures. Okay.
Well, it looks like he's just going to go ahead and concede here, so that's going to be Bug Luris. Take it down game 1. Wow.
Exactly, yeah.
Good for him. We're going to take a look at our backup match while we're waiting on them sideboard.
Okay.
Looks like they're starting up their game.
I have to assume it's definitely the 3rd game. I don't think we would have seen. I don't think that game 1 would have lasted the duration of that initiative match.
Probably not. Looks like Justin's going to mulligan.
Yeah. So, based on what we saw, I have to assume that Justin won game 1. Now gets to play for game 3.
Yeah, because like the board state that he had, there's no way that Brandon could have gotten out of that.
So the only exactly. So once you're under ring protection, a lot of the Raker win conditions are all damage based, either attacking with Car or Flesh combo. So the only way you can really win through ring protection is you Karn and lock them out of their artifacts and hope that they can't kill you some other way, or you have to get your vault. You have to get Vault Key online and then set up basically an unwinnable, like an unbeatable board where you Karn, you wish for an Argentum Mastercore, you just blow up all their permanents slowly while taking a bunch of time ball turns, pass, and then hope they can't like randomly pull something out
Pull
from
out.
there. Yeah, because then it's even harder because they can't really car you. Because when you're time vaulting, you just go car flip, make 4 4 4s, car flip, then next turn car do it again. I have 8 4 4s. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you can kill through this, and then you can find like a main deck needle or something, turn off top so that they can't rake or kill you. While with a card in place, their artifacts are off.
Right, right.
But outside of that, you're kind of at the mercy of your opponent's hand.
Alright, so we got Mana Crypt, Ancient Tomb, Wandering, turn 1.
Yep.
Seems good.
So
Draw a card.
as a good start. Yeah, you're protected. You can't really get turn 1 card. You just gotta hope no Karn, no vault key, and that your ring converts into a win before
Your Mana Crypt kills you.
yeah, exactly. And I think so far, usually the ring wins that race. So,
Like they have an Ancient Tomb of his own, Nox Sapphire.
card.
Card. Spell number 2. And pass.
Okay, no send.
Avoiding the damage, taking 1 from the ring.
No. Yeah.
Draw
2.
2.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so only hard part with this Raker deck is you draw so many cards. It's a lot of decisions. You have to have a lot of cards to look
Yeah.
at. Okay, 1 mana floating. So Raker Tezzeret. Justin likely as a embarrassment of riches here. I'm now just thinking about sequencing to make sure that you can beat Mindbreak Trap. Because yeah, you cannot Raker combo through Mindbreak Trap because the top is always going to be exposed.
Yeah.
I was seeing what's the least damaging way because I think he has to assume that Brandon kept something. Can't have just kept land car go. Has to have some amount of interaction here.
Flesh Raker coming out, and then followed Soul Ring. Make a guy paying you for 1.
Looks like yes. Should be Brandon go down to 17. 3 mana here for Justin. Land drop still remaining. That looks like a Grim Monolith.
What it looks like.
Yeah, go up 16. 5 mana. Top. Yeah, so if now we're about to find out if Brandon does have the trap, because usually you have to start you have to trap the top here. Otherwise you're slightly likely to just die. No. Yeah, lands second presents second top. So
Yeah, so unless Brandon has the answer here, it's just over.
yeah. This is just infinite damage. Tez gets second top, present second top,
Alright,
and
they're
kill
just gonna go
you.
and call it. Well, it's perfect timing because they're out of the game and it's starting back up. But Justin gets the win there over Brandon. So
Yeah.
Justin improves to X2.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some action in game 1 or in turn 1 here. We have an Ancient Tomb and a Vexing Bauble. And Connor had the misstep at the ready, and bang, both players in the dirt. No lands in play on turn 2. I really like this out of Connor because you would have seen some moxes out of the initiative player if they actually had some fast mana.
Yeah, because they would have already been slammed.
Yeah, so the Luris deck is just far more efficient than the initiative deck. The initiative deck has more fast mana and more ancient tombs, but a lot of 3-drops. So Wasteland is fairly punishing if they can get behind it. And we see a Psychic Frog here, then Connor is very much in the driver's seat.
Grabs a bite, so we're not going to be seeing a Psychic Frog this turn.
No. Yeah, it could be an Oof, could be a Decay. Could also just be a Demonic Tutor if that's what he drew.
Collector
Oof.
turning off his own mocks and immediately gets swords. So
Yeah.
that means he has artifact mana coming in.
Yeah. Also, I think it's a pretty good exchange for Connor. I think he's pretty happy there because it's just one less swords that a potential Psychic Frog will have to eat.
Right. Looks like I see a Thalia in his hand with a Caracas that's coming into play.
Yeah.
Where's
Caracas?
Null Rod?
Yeah.
So effectively the same play.
Yeah. Null Rod's not usually a card you want to keep in against the bug deck because like they're playing their own Null Rods in the form of Collector Reefs.
Which, considering that Connor stuck on one land, it seems to be okay here, but
yeah.
he was fine himself with having a collector in place. So
Yeah.
I'm unsure.
Yeah. So
I think I would have saved that swords for a better target.
yeah, exactly. Because it's all about the third power. So like Psychic Frog is so brutal that you really need to make sure you have an answer to it, and you get to leave a lot of the 2/2s.
It may have been a case of like you had money burning in your pocket while you're at the candy shop.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Let's see, but if I had to guess, I think Connor just has a bunch of some force tools and some pushes.
Thalia,
That is
with the Null Rod, that could just make it to where Connor just can't cast a lot of his spells.
yeah, it's extremely awkward if you try to keep it the fatal push. This just plays right through that. Oh, I see Snuff Out in the front of Connor's hand. That's the perfect answer for Thalia right here.
Right.
So he may wait a little bit. He may not fire it off, or it may just be mana efficient. Well, it depends on the texture of the rest of his hand, but
Down to
like
15.
yeah, looks like yeah he's probably on fatal pushes and force of wills. Ooh, I think that's polluted delta off the top. Oh, hedge maze.
That's a nice rip. Gives him access to blue mana.
Perfect, yeah. And also just a second land, so now another taxing effect won't keep him off fatal pushes. Yeah, looks like keep on top and pass back, I think. Or he's still maybe pondering his decision.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, still thinking, Montling.
Been in Besage you and pass back.
Presage. Yeah, that's not probably the artifact destruction part is not that
I
relevant.
think I did finally see him draw a creature. White Queen Adventure. Certainly elicits a force of will.
Yeah.
Can't imagine a world this ever resolves.
Yeah, because even if you do have the removal spell, the initiative likely kills you before you can really get back in the game.
Wow, it resolves.
Resolves.
Huh. Well, he gets to go get a land.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played land for turn, so he gets
Yeah.
just play it out and still hold up swords if he has it.
Yep.
Do a little deck on it. Will indeed get played and pass on back. End of Connor's turn, or end of Will's turn. What does Connor do?
Yeah.
Just on taps. Oh, yep. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Fatal Push was the draw. Oh, yeah, that.
That's what he kept on top. That hopefully he's not keeping that.
Oh,
Nope.
Yep. Oh, nope.
Hopefully it's not for 3 now. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go. That's allowed. Oof.
All right. They are super turned off.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah,
Put a couple of counters.
exactly. Yeah, this is the kind of scenario where usually if both players have no rods in place, someone didn't sideboard right.
Yeah, Null Rod and Collector Roof coming in.
Yeah, I think
I'm very confused about the Null Rod.
Yeah, I think it's far more reasonable for Connor just because you need power and toughness so you can take the initiative back.
And Archon.
Yeah, another 3-drop. Yeah, so that
means that the fetch lands that would have turned on Fatal Push come into play tapped.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just drew a fetch land.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but he just likely just stuck under the the initiative. Let's get
I think
trapped.
I think he loses trap plus take a 5.
Yeah, the oof may have to go under the bus. But if the oof does go under the bus, like that does trigger revolt. So
Sure.
if he's tapping his black man here, it's gonna be a good spell.
Abrupt decay.
Honestly,
Or no, this dismember. So take another 2 down to 8.
Yep, and now it has the
Nope, nope, nope. Okay, he killed the Archon. Okay.
yeah, it killed the Archon. Yeah, so it killed the Archon first, and now this
This fatal push will actually kill the White Plume.
yeah, and now the kills the White Plume, gets in, steals the initiative, and now Connor's back on the driver's seat.
Well, yeah, good bounce back. Wow.
Yeah, just
Now he gets to take the initiative, search his library for a basic.
yeah,
Ha 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 ha.
yeah, gets a shuffle for vibes, some lucks.
The old, oh, I knew I'd play initiative today. I should have kept one in.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. You would sideboard against initiative when your main deck is so good against the Raker and the Jewel decks.
Alright, shows a fatal push.
Yeah.
Passes back. See?
Man, it crypts.
Not what you want to see here.
It's not it. Oh,
Oh.
another White Plume. Trap
and
you.
puts him to 2.
2. Trap you.
It was a trap.
Okay, but now we're interesting. The oof is going to get a little bit bigger. It's going to be a 4/4. Now we're at a little bit of a staring contest.
because he lost it.
Oh, he lost the initiative. Oh, yeah, I passed it right back. Now he's got to find a way to revolt.
And he has a force of will in hand that's not doing anything. Looks like lands. I mean, based off of what I can see in this hand, second White Plume might be the lockout.
Yeah, really needs a removal spell or a Psychic Frog still can come back. Yeah, it may have been just on this forcible for a while, but no blue card, it seemed, because I see maybe I could push in a DRS when he shuffles his hand around. Definitely a fatal push. I see no blocks.
Deathrite Shaman. So you can put it underneath and block the White Plume and then fatal push.
Yeah. Is there not a block on this oof? Yeah. Revolt
Indeed,
on.
what happens? And now he's going to be able to go into trap, deal 5,
Yeah. Put you to
put him
9.
down 9, and then attack for another 4, put him down to 5.
Yeah, but so Connor is still at 2. But I think that he is going to get across the finish line first. I think it really needs to be Seasoned Dungeoneer off the top or a Flyer. Reverse the hand. Blue source.
Can't will find anything here.
Nope,
And
nope,
that's a sad face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I see it. Definitely see a mana. Oh, Chancellor. Oh,
Wow.
That could do something. And still no blue card for Connor. Chancellor resolves.
Wow. So he gets to draw a card.
Yeah. 5/5 flyer. Luris deck. Definitely no answers to the Chancellor unless there's a random bounce spell.
Yeah, he would have to be playing exactly Sink into Stupor, I would imagine.
Yeah, or a second snuff out as well would do it. But
Right.
it does need another mana source to pay for the Chancellor tax. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, we have a chump walker.
Yep.
So we definitely have a chump blocker here. In the fifth line next turn, we get to continuously chump block with the Luris buying it back. Or no, another mana source needs 6 or 7 even. Chancellor Tax is gonna get him.
Another 3-mana spell.
Oh no!
Peacekeeper.
I think that's Clarion Conqueror.
Or it might be Conquer. Yeah.
Yeah, Conqueror turning off the flying on the frog. Now this game is completely in the opposite direction. You have to preemptively jump the frog and put it right under the bus.
Yeah, because he doesn't have enough cards to discard to let it survive.
No, I think he's got one. Maybe if he has 2, but they may be good ones. Looks like he's got 3 cards in hand, but has made the decision that they're probably better than they're better kept in the hand. Let's make it a 4/5. Yeah, frog under the bus. Yeah, Wasteland taking out the Bayou. Okay.
Taking him down to 1 black
Oh,
source.
ooh, yeah. Throne
Here's
of the
the
Dead
throne.
3. There you go. 10 looks at a skimmer or a psychic frog. I'm not sure what Will's life total is, but
I see a skimmer.
I see a skimmer. I think it has to be skimmer because I don't think this oof is lethal, so we can't force a chump block on the Conqueror and just need to have the 5/5 skimmer. And the 5/5 skimmer is the same. Is this Chancellor's 5/6, right? It's very awkward. Not quite big enough. Oh, had the decay for the Conqueror and the lethal oof.
Wow. Wow.
What a comeback.
Well, so that's 2-0 going to Connor. And our backup match looks like they've already finished up as well. So that's both of our matches that we got for y'all for right now. We'll be back in round 8. Since so you won, you said 2024.
2024 the Legacy main event, yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and just talk to us about that for a little bit?
Well, that was the Mystic Forge deck when Vexing Bauble was legal. So, yes, I mean, it was this Modern Horizons Tribal's Legacy deck. So you got your Vexing Baubles, your Flesh Rakers, your Kozilek's Commands, and your Planar Nexuses. Threw them all in the deck, and then it was broken. So like the Team Seattle kind of cooked that up, and we were ahead of the curve. And everyone else playing Psychic Frog and Reanimator. We're like, we're just gonna play Mono Colorless and our silly trinkets, and it ended up being the best deck at the tournament by a pretty wide margin. And yeah, now they keep printing more broken colorless things. So I've been off Forge for a bit, but then they gave us the Clown car. It's like, okay. Played a Forge variant with car yesterday because the car was busted, but looks a little different. You're playing Chalice of the Voids and a lot more zeros in order to like flip your car. And we're now living in Ancient Tomb world. The Ancient Tombs and Dark Rituals is now the state of Legacy. Did you play the main yesterday?
No, so I've been commentating both yesterday and today. I played in the team event. That was a vintage seat. But all 3 of my teammates, we all decided to do something a little goofy. Every single one of us decided to play Dredge. So we had Modern Dredge, Legacy Dredge, Vintage Dredge. There's a surprising amount of Grafdigger's cages out there. Let me tell you.
You need them.
And our modern seat, he ran into main board endurances and main board surgical extractions.
What is playing main deck surgical?
4 of them, 4 main board surgical extractions.
What deck plays 4 main deck surgical extractions?
It was a weird one, let me tell you, and he wasn't having a good time because of it.
I wouldn't have a good time either.
And our legacy player, he stayed undefeated throughout the time that we played. But for the vintage seat, like I lost die rolls, and of course, if you lose die rolls, sometimes that's all that matters.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's sometimes like Bazaar just doesn't find you anything, or you just don't find your dredgers. Sometimes you have to mull the 4, and That's just the way it works with me playing Bazaar Baghdad. Um, but I've been coming to this event probably for about 6 or 7 years now, and I've been commentating the past 3.
Oh,
And
nice.
um, Ed, I'm a really huge fan of the guy, who's been, he's been huge in the coordinating this event, running the event, getting the event going, and then huge respect to Darren, the owner of the shop that really puts this together, Game HQ. This is the first time that we're not doing it in store, and we're doing it at this conference center. It's a good call because, man, we had so many people here for the team event, for Legacy. Even for vintage, we have 126 players.
Yeah.
We broke 100. So
No, that was an excellent turnout. So we had 58 teams for
58
teams.
almost double last year.
Yeah, 58 is a lot for a team event. So remember the GP in Vegas like a couple weeks ago was only 300 teams. So we got about a quarter the size of a
Wow.
GP
in Oklahoma by
Yeah.
a non-professional like event runner. So
Yeah. And then I think Legacy yesterday was 177 players too. Isn't
it was about it was 177.
Yeah, that was a great turnout.
We had 126 today, but we had 10 buys, which pushed us over the amount to be able to have 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Just by like a small margin. But it's been fun. There's been a lot of fun decks come across. I'm a little sad that I haven't seen Bazaar come up on screen yet, but
Yeah, I always think like so Squeamine is like probably the more well positioned Bazaar deck because it has a pretty good Raker matchup, but like
right, yeah, because you get Force of Vigors in the main deck.
Yeah, it's Force Vigors and Mind Break Traps.
Yeah.
So you can just play all the forces, and it's not like you run out of cards because you have to force 3 times. Like, oh, that's the whole deck. So you force 3 times and you draw 3 cards a turn. And I've not seen any Squeamine, but it is because it is not the best against all of like these anti card decks.
Yeah, like Bug. Oh man, that would be
the bug
that would be
matchup.
tough.
The bug matchup is bad. Even like the Esper matchup is not the best. It's just Wasteland plus Force Tool is not a easy combination for the Squeamine deck to beat.
No, it's tough because like you really want your hollow ones to resolve, and like getting Vengevine into play is like really important. And Bowmaster's real bad for Squeefine because you're actually drawing your cards off of Bazaar back then instead of Dredge.
But like Bowmaster is not really played as heavily as it used to be, just because of how it doesn't quite do enough versus Raker. Versus deck. Car versus even like the PO decks now playing like Flame Venor and Thunder Trap Trainer don't really draw a lot of cards in the main phase and can really play a kind of a staring game and have like a lot of answers now. So Bowmaster is not the stock 4 of it used to be a couple months ago.
Yeah. Well, we're at this point we're just waiting for round 8 to come around. So y'all just hang tight. One more round, and then we'll have our cut to top 8, and we'll try to get some folks in here. We really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate you being here with me. If you want to be in here with us the next round, feel free. Otherwise, I'll still be here.
Oh yeah, I may come back. I gotta commentate some winning in Magic. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. Because that's when people are playing at the top of their game for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll be back here shortly. Stick around with us, y'all.